Welcome back, Panther fans. I'm David Brown here with Ryan Graham
Hey, y'all.
and a Tim Thurber who should be way more tanned.
Hello.
And this is State of Atlanta. Welcome back stateside, Tim.
I made it.
You survived the brutalness that is the all-inclusive resorts in the Bahamas.
That is definitely not all inclusive. I can tell you that much.
Work was paying for it, weren't they?
Oh yeah, part of it, most of it, not all of it. There were 2 days that were on our own.
You stayed the bonus days.
Highly recommend it if you're just want to shell out lots of money. It's a great place to be.
Fantastic. All right. Not a lot going on, right?
Nah, off season. We don't even have a spring game yet. Which that's all going to be. That's going to be probably more marketing conversation than it is anything that we see on the field. Because if I know me, I won't be looking at the field very much at all during that game.
We rarely do, especially as people that technically cover the sports programs. We really don't spend a lot of time watching the spring game, do we?
Collectively, between the three of us, we'll watch at least a minute of the spring game.
Well, and we've always said the goal of this whole thing is more of a fan club, and we treat it as a meetup for the fans of the program, and do some good hanging out, and I don't know, I love it, even though I don't really give a shit what's happening on the field.
I mean, I think that's what it's supposed to be. It's a chance for fans to get back together again after, especially because we all would go to the basketball games and everything, but then there's a lot of Georgia State fans that are just exclusively football fans. I mean, they may go to a basketball game here or there, but it was always nice seeing those other fans showing up. Haven't seen them since January, so.
We definitely
November, really.
It's been a while. It's been a long time. We definitely have some fans that tried basketball. They tried it out, but I think they got a little bit turned off in the last couple of seasons. But
it's been rough.
Easy to do, but that's not this Friday. Spring game is not this Friday.
Guys. What?
Spring game's not this Friday. It's next Friday, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. If it wasn't for you guys, I would not be interested in basketball at all. Just nothing. Seriously, wouldn't care.
Yeah, I mean,
chance to hang out.
Right? I agree. I said the same thing. I mean, I think that there are so many Georgia State fans that have just dialed out completely because of lack of success in football, and I think that obviously the two of you guys, but then the other friends that we've made through tailgating and just going to games, and I mean, there's plenty of people I'm talking about that we don't even tailgate with or necessarily, but we see at games around, and that's what's kept me so diehard interested. I mean, they coined that Panther family term back in the Cheryl Levick days, and I scoffed at it. I thought it was silly, but man, it's kind of rung true over these past 10, 15 years. It's kind of a Panther family,
I've always liked that one. That was a good marketing slogan for us. So.
We need to protect our Panther family.
What's happening? Oh, you mean the players that are rolling out?
Well, the players that are rolling out, the fans that are kind of rolling out, we need to keep them. We need all of them.
So hopefully we can see a bunch of people at the spring game. Well, I guess we'll talk more about that next week. I will be rolling in with all the kids by myself, so I will be making an appearance as we pregame, whatever that looks like, and then I'll stick around for a little bit of the spring game. I gotta get the kids back home in bed before it's all over and said. No, so I'm actually kind of happy that it's a 4:00 game on a Friday because I can get the kids back in bed. I can actually make it out there for a little bit versus ideally this would be something done on a Saturday night or a full day Saturday would be a lot better. But
do you have like a wagon you can just put them all in to keep them all in one spot?
Yeah, it's called a minivan.
I don't know if you could drive a minivan into the stadium, but that would be kind of cool.
And they have that flat spot behind those stadium seats they built out there in the center right field. We can just be able to hang out there. And I've been saying forever we should actually extend tailgating. Like there should actually be find some way of zoning or permitting something on Saturdays and make that an extension of outdoor tailgating where certain people can come in there, pull their cars in, tailgate, have their own beer, their own food, and everything. I think that'd be like a killer setup. Having that opportunity would be something that would encourage me to donate a lot more to the pack.
I was going to say, charge more than whatever the maximum is right now. Just say hey,
right,
this is going to cost you an arm and a leg, but we will make it work for the right amount.
Exactly.
One of these days, David, we'll figure out that low seating. One of these days.
One of the days we'll get the low seating figured out. Yeah. I got to figure out my own.
I don't think we've ever officially asked them. I know we've dropped hints and said, hey, we're interested in this and sort of in passing, but we've never really sat down and heard if that was even
down. I did have a.
Sure.
I talked to somebody and we had this is something we can make happen. Let's talk about it. And then he left and took a job somewhere else. So
We'll tell him to come back, and then we can make it happen.
I'm sure he's living a much better life now than he
Probably.
was working for Georgia State. So
We could do like on the low seating. I always thought that would be a cool like student beer garden type thing to entice the students to hang out and party in that area. As like we have multiple. It's not like we have just one. There's 3, right? So
right.
give them a reason to come hang out and cheer and drink. Because
I mean, a la the supporter section they have for United, create that wild and crazy section. You could, like I said, we got 3 of them, so you can make one for the Greeks, one for the alums. I don't know, another one for just
us
underage students or something like that.
You could put train horns in them, so people could actually like have their train horns and they could control
it. I like
it.
I like
pretty sure that would lead to a couple penalties here or there.
Whatever. I mean, I know cowbell's illegal, but nobody said anything about train horn.
Ooh, that's a good idea. We should get cowbells just for the Georgia Southern game.
Their NCAA doesn't allow them. Only Ole Miss.
Only the Ole Miss.
Grandfathered in, yeah.
Damn. Really?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Seems unfair.
I mean, they allow those stupid ass thunder sticks are allowed in, but you can't bring in a cowbell.
Yep.
Move.
I mean, actually, honestly though, if you bring cowbells to a Georgia Southern game, you may just get a lot of excited Georgia Southern fans. Make it a little randy out there,
When I was moving, I found some of our old cowbells from earlier tailgate days where like
I remember that.
What did we win them for? I don't even remember.
There was a guy that I forget. I think it was maybe something for On Panther Talk. It was like a post of the. Oh no, it was. That's what it was. It was predicting the score of the game.
Oh yeah, I have like two of them. I found. I think I had more of them, but
I picked 41-7 every single game in a time period where we were barely scoring touchdowns. So I never won one of those cowbells. That would have been a good one to win.
I think I was doing 41-7 too. I think all of the ones I won were honorary. He was just like, I appreciate your always doing
that. This person didn't show up, so here you can just take their cowbell.
Basically,
have we ever had a 41-7 after that?
We had 2.
No, there was the 3, the first 3 years.
3, yeah,
I think we've kind of beat around the bush a little bit. We've never actually locked it in. So
I mean, it's tough to score the same thing.
It's a weird score. I mean, it's a very one-sided
7 points. I mean, that's a lot of defense.
Yeah,
or really bad offense.
And then also when you let a team score only once and it's a touchdown, like all right, so they weren't very good, but they somehow managed to find a way to make it downfield one time. Was
not like garbage time,
Garbage time.
Right.
Yeah. So, all right. I got something I want to show you guys. We talked about.
It's not last call, man. Just chill out.
Yeah.
Relax. Man.
It might be last call.
Let me put on the explicit logo here. No, I sent you guys a TikTok video that I saw this week where they used AI to generate a roasting of the SEC teams, and they did Georgia. Just happened to be the one that I saw was Georgia, and I was like, this is something that I want to do. So I've very roughly put together a State of Atlanta presents an AI roasting of a Sunbelt team, and of course, no better team to start off with than the Trash Down South. So it's still rough. I need to make some edits to it, some changes to it, fix a few things, but I want to get y'all's take on this TikTok video, this Instagram video that I want to send out within the next couple of days. So let me know what you think.
Okay.
We asked AI to roast Sunbelt schools, Part 1, Georgia Southern.
Welcome to Statesboro, a town so boring the welcome sign just says, good luck. This place is famous for absolutely nothing. There's nothing here but pine trees, potholes, and the faint smell of desperation. The campus smells like stale, natty light and poor decisions. It's where ambition goes to die, and where the highlight of student life is tailgating for a team that can't win.
Ooh.
It's like someone built a college next to a Waffle House and hoped for the best.
I kind of like Waffle
The
House.
town shuts down after 9 p.m. unless the Waffle House counts as nightlife.
It does.
Let's talk
It is
football.
nightlife.
They brag about championships from a time when Blockbuster was still open. Seriously,
Nice.
VHS tapes was still a thing the last time this program was relevant. Now they get hyped to go 6-6 and beg for a trip to
I
the
like the
Cure
AI
Bowl.
bound.
Their biggest
Bound.
rivalry is with relevance.
Also, they can't spell
They
good.
abandoned the triple option thinking they'd evolve. What they became instead is just bad and boring. They keep hiring coaches like they're pulling names out of a clearance bin. Every fall, their fans convince themselves this is the year. Yeah, the year they lose to Texas State again. Basketball, they play in a gym that looks like a high school auditorium. No banners, no buzz, no shot. You've never made the NCAA tournament, ever. Not once. Even Kennesaw State has done it. Let that sink in. It's the only D1 program where the crowd is quieter than study hall. The biggest highlight in their basketball history is almost beating somebody one time on ESPN+. The student body? Most of them peaked in high school, and their degrees come with a coupon for Monster Energy. The most common career path is moving back home. As for the town itself, it's 6 bars, 1 vape shop, and a long list of regrets. Your nightlife plan is getting blacked out and waking up next to a plate of Zaxby's.
That's
Georgia
true.
Southern, where mediocrity meets mosquitoes, where losing is a tradition and delusion is a major. This ain't a rivalry, it's pest control.
We're pest control.
You got to change it to Nat.
I know. I there's some changes to be made to it. I thought with the gnats, but the alliteration with the mosquitoes and mediocrity, I'd have to change something like that. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on when I should be doing my actual job the past couple of days.
You're doing it off time during lunch.
Exactly. So what do you think? Is it something you think would be fun that we should put out there?
I think they could be fun, one per school. We separate them by weeks or something like that, and give us something to look forward to every week before we get to football season.
That's kind of what I was thinking. We could kind of do this every week. And obviously, I wanted to do this one to kind of get y'all's blind reaction to it, but we could work on them together. We can message each other throughout the week and kind of refine the script and the images and stuff like that, but then release them once a week here, and then I'll put it out on socials the following days or something like that. Well, the only thing I was nervous about doing it once a week, and it probably takes that bad amount of time to really put these together, is, if somebody else wanted to jump on it and start running with it, but whatever.
We can do every other week, right? I mean, we got plenty of
every week.
April.
But yeah, but I do have scripts written for all programs, including Georgia State right now.
You did kind of throw Waffle House under the bus a little bit there, which was
well, that was something they put in there. So I first did a script, and then I wanted it longer. That's what she said, and so I asked it to extend it, and it did a complete different script, and there were certain lines that I wanted from the original one put back in. So there happened to be 2 Waffle House ones in there, and I just kind of left them in there. Yeah. It could go. The idea was actually to get a longer script like I got, and then just take out the stuff I didn't. I did take out several lines that just didn't flow or didn't make sense. But like, there's actually one for App State that it put together, talking about kind of hitting on them about claiming that win against Michigan, and they're talking about how long ago the win against Michigan was. Like that, and it says that was 3 iPhones ago. I'm like, dude, there weren't even iPhones back when that.
I was gonna say.
It was
all the iPhones plus
3 iPhones ago means 3 years, maybe 2.5.
Right.
Yeah. So that was a bad line, but I just kind of went through it, and they're all pretty amusing. So
I like it. We should publish.
Yeah.
Man, that new AI image stuff is pretty fire.
It's getting better.
It's getting better and better. Actually, it's getting better with the letters. Like, you noticed the Cure Bowl bound. I didn't actually notice until I looked at it for a long time, and I saw that it was bound with 2 N's and not a D.
They can't spell real good down there. So
exactly. I should probably actually have them redo the sign where it says "We'll get them next year," but written like the Chick-fil-A cows. Write it.
Yeah.
Can AI now finally do folding tables attacking a woman?
Yeah. Tim asked me to do a picture for him for work, and it was folding tables were attacking somebody, and AI did not know what a folding table. It was just folding chairs. Folding chairs every time. I'm like, not chairs, tables. How many times we go through it, Tim? I went through it more than I actually shared with you. It could not do a folding table. It had no idea.
Every time it apologizes, right? And you're like, quit
no,
apologize. I get frustrated with it. I'm like, stop apologizing, just get it right.
No, for me, it doesn't apologize. It says, "Of course you're right. These are chairs. Let's do tables," and then it does more chairs.
It made some really good, like, screaming lady moments. I'm like, well, that lady right there, but the folding table.
That's the thing that sucks with at least with ChatGPT. I guess with most of the AI image generations, there's one that I'm aware of that allows you to like, once you create a character, you can like save that character and reuse that same person in multiple pictures. But I've had not a lot of success with it, and you got to pay for it. I'm already paying for ChatGPT. I don't want to pay for. I mean, I'm paying for a bunch of different stupid services. I may be paying more for AI services than I'm paying for like streaming services right now. It's annoying.
That's
probably possible. Yeah.
Anyhow,
back to Georgia State. What are we talking
so
about?
that we got that to look forward to.
I like it.
All right, not really Georgia State, but within the conference, I think this is like really the biggest news that's come out since we talked last week. Was Coastal Carolina is doing free concessions at their football games this season. Hot dogs,
like a
hot
menu,
dogs, nachos, popcorn, and sodas are all included with the price of admission. And I mean, I hate that they're doing that because it's a great idea, and I wish I'd see some innovation or some outside the box thinking from our. I just want our administration to bring back $1 concessions.
I will say they did for like
the
water and popcorn. I want to say,
yeah.
It was very, very, very limited, but they did put the dollar. I'm just saying they put a dollar menu up. They put their foot in the water, or dip their toes in the water. That's what.
I would like to see the $1 expand to basically what they're doing. It's the same thing that it was at the sports arena. They had dollar slices of pizza, dollar hot dogs, dollar nachos, and then dollar candies, dollar sodas.
That stuff does not cost more than that.
No, it's a very, very. That's where you make your money. That stuff costs pennies.
Yep,
and they're charging $1 for it. So
I remember used to do
what do you guys think of the free concessions? Sorry.
I mean, do they need it? Coastal Carolina, they already have pretty decent attendance, from what I understand. I mean, I don't know if they're
higher levels,
but
I think they always have more.
Their upper level was not getting a lot of attendance, and so I think remember being in college, you never knew where that next meal was coming from. Chowing down on ramen every single night and everything. You get a game, especially with the way the Sun Belt puts those Thursday night games out there. I mean, even a Saturday game, go, all right, cool. I'll just go and imbibe 6,000 calories and hot dogs and nachos, and then like take a couple of bags of popcorn in my pockets on the way home. So
I like it. I mean, we used to have the discounted concessions for season ticket holders. They got rid of that. I mean, I always forgot I had it, and it actually discounted alcohol too, which was, I mean, I don't know if they were supposed to, but they did.
They didn't know what they were doing.
Probably not. But like, I'd be down for whatever it'll take to get butts in our seats. Let's do it. Whatever it is.
Yeah, and if that stuff's dirt cheap, there's no reason not to do it. And honestly, even if we're not thinking outside the box anymore, I don't care. Copy what works, right? Go out and look at other programs, see what's working, copy it. You don't have to be an expert marketer. Just go look at what other people are doing.
The Savannah Bananas were in town this weekend. They played 2 sold out games at Truist Park, and the day after, or actually, I guess it was the day after because it was today I saw it. This announcement came out from Coastal, which a lot of people thought it was an April Fool's joke because it came out the day before April 1st. But the Jesse, whatever his name is, the yellow tux guy, the guy that runs Savannah Bananas, he did a TikTok video today, social media video, talking about how great of an idea is, how the Savannah Bananas has been doing this for over 10 years and how successful it's been for them, and putting fans first and all the jazz that he's always bemoaning and everything. And I agree, reduce as many barriers to entry. If you want to bring like for me, I've got a wife and 3 kids. You take them to a Georgia State game. If they want to Ryan, you know what I'm talking about. As
Yeah,
soon
It
as you get
sucks, man.
They do.
as soon as you get anywhere, a kid's like, "I'm hungry." Like, you could literally feed them Thanksgiving dinner, stuffed until they can't
Mhm.
anymore, take them somewhere, as soon as you walk in the door, "I'm hungry." That's the
You're
way
like
it works.
you're like, "What do you want?" They're like, I sort of have an inkling for this thing that's very reasonably priced, but I want the most expensive thing on the menu, so I choose this."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but if I take my family to a game, outside of ticket costs being what they are, getting hot dogs and
Chicken
candies or
tenders.
popcorns and stuff like that, it's outrageously priced. It's ridiculous. So, do I wanna bring my entire family to the game and deal with all of that, either being a jerk and saying no or going broke and paying for everything? Yeah, go to a game. Hell, man, my dad would have loved to have had like free concessions to a sporting event back when I was a kid and he was divorced. He could barely afford anything. Everything went to my mom. He could take me to a game and I could just say, "All right, kid, eat every. This is the one meal you're having this weekend. Just eat."
And look, just have a couple of loss leaders, make
Yeah.
hot dogs and slices of pizza, the free thing, or popcorn and hot dogs, or something really cheap and small. And then if you want the fries that go with it, you got to pay for it. Or if you want
Right.
the drink, you got to pay for it, or something like that. You know what I mean? You get the hot dog, cool, and pay a little extra for something else. They're still going to make good on their margins, and it'll bring more people in. And if somebody doesn't want to do it, then they just get a free hot dog.
Do you
There's one
think
difference between
what's up?
us and Coastal, though.
What's up?
They have a real concessionaire called Airmark, and we have.
Panther Dining.
It's
Yeah,
not
that's
Panther
cool.
Dining. I think it's someone else now.
Oh, is it? Well, what
Yeah,
I was going to say was we've complained about the concessions at Georgia State, just like the how fast they can actually turn around, like the long lines they've had. Could you imagine having free food and at what they're doing so far currently at the park?
Well, I
No.
mean, what they would do is they would make them like input it and have like a super secret code that they have to put in every single time, and they'd have to forget it. They'd have a card. It just makes this like process to go like, look, just give them a hot dog, man. Just count the hot
Well, they
dogs
are doing
before the game and
something.
count the hot dogs after the game, and we'll figure out the
You
difference.
have this is the weird thing. You have to have a new Coastal
Coastal app.
Carolina app on your phone that is not yet released. So this is like just screaming Georgia State like inadequacy right here. That this app will not be available by the time the first game rolls around. But you have to have this app, which also in itself could be a good idea because now you're forcing all these people to put your app on their phone that you can
Yeah,
now send them
for sure.
send them notifications. You're getting all their information to sell to China because apparently that's what apps do is just collect information and sell to China. They need to know where that horrible coastal
Is
teal
this
people are
all
going.
fan? Like every person that buys a ticket gets free concessions?
Included with the price of your ticket. So if you
If you
got a
So like
ticket,
away
Yeah.
fans get free concessions.
it certainly sounds like it. There was nothing I saw that said anything differently.
Well, how
I
would
mean,
they know?
Yeah.
someone's gonna be smart and buy like super cheap tickets and then just flood the stadium with people that just like will eat everything.
You know what I think if this happened at Georgia State, and this is why they won't do it because this is an idea that we would do. If they did, we should have sponsor our own like food eating competitions during the game. Like, all right, like we'll just put out everything on social media. We'll get some names. Like, all right, we're gonna get 6 people, and everyone State of Atlanta group's gonna go, and we're gonna get as many hot dogs as we possibly can. And between the first and second quarter, we're gonna have some people set up on one of the concourses and see who can eat the most hot dogs all at one time.
I think Georgia State has done a hot dog eating contest on the court, haven't they? I feel like I remember that vaguely in the past 5
It does sound
I
familiar.
Eight
I
years.
won a wing eating contest in the parking lot of the Georgia Dome against the baseball team back many day ago.
Nice.
That was an accomplishment of mine.
I
I
hope they
mean,
were extra wet wings. So you got
they were
crap on
the
your face.
JR Crickets. They were
Oh, they're pretty
just a
solid.
regular.
Yeah.
They're good. It was
Yeah.
actually the first time I'd ever had JR Crickets. I was like, these are
I
actually
like
not
them.
too bad.
They're pretty good. I like
They're
Jared.
small, but not bad.
Yeah.
So.
Concessions. Let's do it. Let's do free concessions. We can't do free concessions now. We'd be copying, right?
Do it,
No,
copy.
no,
I don't care.
copy.
I don't care.
We do it for students, just students. That's all we need.
I'd be fine with that too.
Like back in
I-
the day, UTSA had that KFC deal or whatever. Like when people went in there, we should have copied that. We should, and honestly, I like the money drop. I'm glad we did that. I don't,
Money
that
drop's
was
stupid.
fine. But no, that's fine.
No, I
We're sitting there at the Hawks game, and they're dropping Chick-fil-A stuff from the ceiling. People drop shit from the ceiling, like when you got a ceiling.
Yeah, but
Tim, I
it's
agree.
funny. It's funny when we do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even real cash, right? It was like a coupon
it's
for cash,
vouchers.
as long as you had to open an account.
Yeah. No, Tim, I'm with you. If they wanted to make this just a students thing, I'd be fine with that as well.
Do that, yeah.
You probably get attendance just for free food.
Or
students be like, hell yeah, we're in.
If you make it an add-on for an additional, for a walk-up to the ticket office, extra $5 all you can eat. So I'd be fine with that. If it's built into season tickets, I'm fine with that.
Sure.
Something.
If you could get that student section pop in every game, the rest would build around it. Like people get excited when they see.
Dude, get a hot dog first. Get a hot dog cart. I talk about beer carts over in the load seating. Get a hot dog, little cart right there at the loge or by the student section, whatever, and just don't even do the app thing. Just be handing out hot dogs to anybody. Oh, could you imagine if there's a bad call and just a number of hot dogs just being flung out on the field?
Be awesome.
All right, don't talk them out of it.
Too late. They're like, yeah, these are great. Oh no, we ain't doing this shit.
Yeah, they were into it until they imagined Coach teams getting slapped in the side of the face with a hot dog.
I love it. Be a sausage party.
We know you love it.
For sure. All right, what else we got going on? Tim, you sent a bunch of stuff over.
I did. I don't remember.
Basketball. We don't have a basketball team any longer.
There's 2 people left. I think. Is it 2? I think it's 2.
And they're 2 walk-ons.
Is it Coach Hayes and Coach Hayes?
Is it the guy who, if he gets put into the last game under garbage time, we start shouting his name? That guy?
Who knows? Who knows? It might be. I don't know. I mean, I know people were talking about it on the group chat. I guess at some point, are you going to be able to rebuild every year? Because if you can't do that, you're not the right coach.
We're not the only team going through this. There's programs all over. There's 300 something Division I basketball programs, and a lot of them are going. But it's just like, man, I don't want to be those like the sky's falling, the city's burning, whatever it's called. But the end of college basketball, the end of college sports as we know it. But it's really hard to kind of get behind these programs and these things where it's a different cast of characters every single season, and
it might be the end as we know it, right? Like that last phrase is doing some work there. I don't know. I still don't know if that's a bad thing. You just got to find a coach that can figure it out because everyone's dealing with it. He's not. Right. We're not alone. Right? Everyone's having an exodus because that's what we're dealing with right now.
But this is 4th year in a row. Coach Hayes' 4th year. 4th year, he's having to put together a completely new squad.
Yeah. I mean, he was laughing his second year. He was like, "I get it. I get to have my team in the second year. What coach has ever had that?" And
you got your first year coach.
All of them amazing.
I mean, but exactly, you got to find a coach who can work in that situation. Otherwise, they're not really a very good coach for the here and now. Like Coach Hayes might have been good some years ago, and if he's not able to adapt, then maybe he's not a good coach right now. I still think that he's going to be a good coach somewhere else.
That's the worst part. Why can't he be a good coach here, Ryan?
Sometimes you gotta flip a switch. You got to hit reset and go and try something else in a different place, and
you got to get that head coaching experience, and then fail at it, go somewhere else, kind of like lick your wounds, figure out what you did right, what you did wrong.
Maybe something will click this year, upcoming, and he'll just go off, and will be amazing next year.
Be awesome, man. I would love it.
Whatever he did, he hopefully he records his locker room speeches and his practices from what was it like mid to late January of this year, and goes back to those tapes and watches all of that, because whatever he did towards the end of this season, let's just do that at the beginning of the season, because he actually got the team kind of playing together a lot better there at the tail end.
They still weren't very good.
Well, I mean, it's hard to
We're
measure
mediocre
in the Sun Belt,
We made it to like mediocre status in the Sun Belt.
We were at one point like
Belt.
We were really close to getting we got a double bye. We were close to getting like a triple bye. We were really close. We were like one win away from getting a triple bye and the whatever that is, that death row.
The big V.
Look, we were top 8, man. I'll take it. I'll take that.
We were top 8. We definitely were.
I'd rather be top 6, be in the top half.
I'd rather be number 1, but
yeah, we would have been a 1 seed in the NIT Sun Belt tournament. So.
All I'm saying is, in the Sun Belt, we made it to the tournament before they started letting everybody in, because I think it used to be top 8, and
right.
You know what? Cool, we made it. We made the cut, because I don't believe in this everyone gets in bullshit. And I think the Sun Belt is really stupid for that.
And we notched another postseason win against Trash Down South.
That's right. And we blocked TDS twice.
Yes.
God, I can't believe they've never been in the NCAA tournament.
I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what AI did.
Okay, I'm like, damn, that's true. Holy shit!
I think it is true. I do think I thought about that a lot as I was watching. I do think it's true. They've never made the NCAA tournament. I know Kennesaw State has, because it was just like last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah,
that they made it. Yeah.
God, they were so close. Remember that 38-36 game? Whew! I thought.
Oh my God!
3 times. 1983, 1987, and 1992, with a combined record of
0-3.
0-3.
Okay. And that's one thing I know with doing these AI videos. There's gonna be so many people that like just refute everything, and that's why it's clearly stated AI did it. But those fans will know what the truth is or whatever. But the other 13 programs are gonna watch that and laugh their asses off. I feel like.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wow, if that's true, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Look, at least one of those wins was before I was alive, so don't count that. And then another one I was 2, and another one I was 7. Nah.
What were the years?
83, 87, and 92.
Oh yeah, I was born before all those.
Yeah, you were in like high school or something.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What was the last year they made it?
92.
92.
I was my second year of living in Georgia. I had just moved here. I moved here in 91.
73-100 against Oklahoma State. So AI tells me.
Let it not be said that Trash Down South can only make it to the tournament once after I moved to this state. I stopped.
Speaking of the tournament, man, you might have talked about it last week, but man, Georgia got just railed in their game.
No, I don't even talk about the tournament at all.
I don't know if y'all did, but
I don't think we did.
They just started flat, and they couldn't.
Tim, I can tell you this: Ryan nor I talked about it at all. If it came up, Ben was.
Well, I didn't talk about it because I wasn't here.
No, I'm saying Ben
might have
set it and forget. That would have been a good episode title too. Set it and forget it.
I wonder if he gets offended at this stuff. I don't know.
Oh no, I talked to him directly about it. He doesn't. Ben's got a pretty thick shell when it comes to stuff like that.
That's true.
I think he thrives on it. He thrives on getting rises out of people and all that kind of stuff. So
I mean, not that we care about Georgia sports on this program, but man, I thought I've watched some of the Georgia games a little bit here and there. They looked really good, and they got to that tournament game. It's like they didn't know what the hell they were doing. They looked like us.
Did you see the Tennessee game on Sunday?
Oh, they looked super. Like after scoring 80 gazillion threes the game before, it looked like they didn't know how to play basketball.
They did.
Good.
Yeah.
I have Houston winning the whole thing. So
yeah, I had Alabama winning the whole thing.
Houston, what Georgia State should now be modeling their program after?
Yes.
Well, I mean, their football program for a while was they had that. What was the quarterback? We had their quarterback, didn't we? Falcons. Sorry.
Oh,
I was like, you did?
No, we had the Cincinnati guy.
I thought we had the other guy too. Houston had a quarterback who actually broke NCAA records and threw so many damn touchdowns, and then he went to the NFL and he did all right. I'm forgetting his name right now. But Houston,
you're not talking about Desmond Ridder.
No.
Okay, yeah, that was Cincinnati.
No, some years ago. It was a few years ago. It was when we first started football. Houston really fired up, I think, and had some really good years.
They felt threatened. They're like, crap, we're Houston, but if Atlanta's starting a a college football team, we better be watching out. And little they know, they did zero research on Georgia State. They go, oh, don't worry about those guys.
It's
going to
just
be
them.
fine.
Yeah, but then they were in where were they were in like the Big 10 or something.
They were now
they're Big 12.
They were Conference USA,
American.
then American, and then Big 12 now.
So they've done some big moves upward.
I mean, UCF as well.
Yeah.
UCF and Houston, man, they killed it.
We were in a conference with UCF, right? Back many a moon ago, and look at them; they're right there with Houston and Cincinnati in Big 12, which is, I'd kill for that.
And they got, I think their head coach is Fritz, right? From
Do they have Fritz? No, really?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to be like him at all.
The quarterback was Case Keenum.
Wasn't that a disc jockey back in the 70s?
That was Casey Kasem.
He also voiced Shaggy on Scooby-Doo.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And he never played for Atlanta, so I was wrong.
Yeah, I don't think. I didn't.
We're not high on facts here. Don't
look. It doesn't happen often, but every now.
We're like AI. Don't worry about it.
We are as accurate as AI is on this kind of stuff.
If you say it confidently, no one will question it.
Yeah,
and
you're absolutely right.
You're right.
I don't know why I said that. All right, let's see what else we got here. Basketball sucks. Oh, baseball. Do we even want to talk about baseball?
Do we?
I don't know what happened. No, we're not. We haven't done that yet.
We have record-breaking pollen counts in the springtime, and
Oh yeah, and my family is being destroyed right now.
I am.
Kim has not left the house in like 4 or 5 days, and she took the trash out once, and she said I was trying to kill her. Then my son had to get picked up from daycare today because his eyes were looked like he took in a fight with Apollo Creed, and they're all puffed up just from the swelling. I think they have a name. It's called what is it? Something shiner, like pollen shiners, or like
pollen shiners,
something like that. Where it looks like he's been punched in the face. It looks like a full on black eye. It's so swollen and everything. So
it was kind of funny flying back from the Bahamas. Like, people on the plane didn't know. Like, obviously, I knew the pollen count was insane because I saw people were posting about it. But we were flying in. People were like pointing outside, looking at like this yellow
sky.
They're like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, it's just pollen."
Yeah, Saturday
the highest pollen ever.
Saturday was the highest count in Georgia recorded history. 14,800 something count, which normally. So I remember years ago they said I think it's like 300 or 600 or something like that is considered extremely high as a pollen count, and we were like in 3,000 or 5,000 or something ridiculous like that. Like we were like 10 times whatever extremely high was, and now we're like 3 or 4 times that.
Is that why baseball lost? Pollen?
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Well, they were in San Diego, so I don't know if that's why baseball lost. Oh, our baseball.
No, our baseball.
The Braves have still not won a game.
We're not going to talk about that.
Did they play today? I don't even know if they play today.
So what's going on with baseball though? So let's talk about it, because this is the second series we only won a game.
I did the math, and I wish I didn't. So it all started off with a 20-0 loss against Trash Down South in Panthersville. We came back and won the 20-0 loss. And then we won the next day, but we won, what was it? 2-1. We won 2-1 the next day.
Which is a normal baseball score. I like it.
And then we lost the series the following day 1-7. But I did the math, Tim.
Yeah.
You know how much they outscored us?
28-3.
28-3.
Ooh, that's so
funny.
That number is just going to plague Atlanta.
I don't. There is a conspiracy theory going on right now. There's something to that.
It's one of those glitches in the Matrix. Like there's somewhere in the programming, Atlanta and 20-3 have just been added together. They
I
must.
like the 41-7 one better.
41-7 is a lot better. I like that one a lot better.
So I mean, does anyone listening? What is going on with the baseball team? We started this year on fire. We had like 20 something wins, 6 losses, something like that, and now it's all of a sudden
I feel like
we're
we
in
do that a lot
Sun Belt
though.
play, and we only win 1 of 3. Which
So we've been doing this. What? This is our 5th year,
2019,
sixth year.
yeah.
We're going into our 6th year of doing State of Atlanta.
Yeah,
That's just
yeah.
crazy. And we've talked about baseball every year, and I feel like we get really pumped up and excited the way the team plays. Like even in like a loss, you'll like lose to a Clemson, like 10-9, and you were
Right.
leading in the 9th inning or something like that. But doing really well in the start of the season, the out of conference play, and then we get into conference play, and the wheels
Buzzsaw.
fall off. But
Hopefully it
played,
can turn around.
they played Kennesaw State tonight. Did we win that game?
I don't know. Did we? I'm
were
excited to know.
playing-
I hope so.
We were up there.
I hope we won a game.
That would be nice. Where were they at? And we lost 5-6 to Kennesaw State tonight.
Wow.
And we're heading to Jimmy Madison for the weekend.
Oh, are
But
they
it's my anniversary weekend, so they'll obviously know that and give me
3 wins?
a few
Sweet.
wins.
I feel like this is very often the story of our baseball program, where our highs are very high, our lows are very low, and our average is kind of low.
Yeah.
Like we end up having mediocre seasons, generally speaking, but we have these crazy. We go off and just score tons of runs, and then we'll just like fall off for some amount of time, and the average just sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
We're gonna end up 16 and 15 or some crazy stuff like that, right?
Panthersville is known to be a hitter's ballpark, right?
I mean, clearly 20 runs says it. Yeah.
I think it has a lot more to do with inconsistencies in like skill level, because like the very best baseball players don't go to college at all. They go straight to the I'm saying NBA, MLB. They go straight to MLB, and so it's like you don't have like those very good players that are in there rotating out, and so if you're gonna have like medium level players, and I want to give context there, medium players in the context of you have professional as well, right? So medium still way better than anything I'd ever accomplish. I'm not trying to belittle anybody, but you're gonna have like some weird. I mean, that's why you get these high scoring games, right? So. It's easy to hit and it's hard to pitch. So
we'll see what happens when we get into the new ballpark. I mean, like we're putting all our eggs in the basket of that new ballpark. Changing what recruiting is like.
The smaller ballpark, but not by much.
You texted us saying that the new ballpark will seat less than what Panthersville is. Where is this coming from?
Fewer.
I mean, so our friends from down south pointed out our new ballpark is tiny ass something. I don't know, whatever. And I was like, there's no way it's a smaller capacity than Panthers. Panthers has like 15 seats, right? I mean, we were all there. You know how small it is. So we list Panthersville or the GSU baseball complex at 1,092 seats.
There's no way.
Every article I know, and every article I've read on their new park since 1,000-seat stadium. I'm like, so wait, you're telling me that the GSU baseball complex at Panthersville is bigger than our brand spanking new park that's about to be built?
Well, I mean, technically, seating at the baseball complex right now is it could be
anything.
It could be 60,000.
I would be willing to bet at the existing place they're saying like, all right, we can seat this many in the bleachers, whatever. That's a normal, that's countable, but we're just going to add some variable to it.
Standing room only.
1,092.
And I would bet that the new one, they're just saying these are the number of seats we're putting in.
1,000.
Right. And also, from what it looks like, who knows what the actual thing will look like from the renderings we've seen. But the nature of what baseball parks are like, you can continue to add bleachers seating down the baselines.
Oh yeah.
Until you hit the wall and everything. So that's one of those things where it's really, really easy to add more seats as they come available. But I would definitely like to see, at least like 6 legit sections that kind of wrap around home base, and they have that little area with the
They
little
will.
picnic tables and the umbrellas and stuff. Look nice.
They'll
Maybe
have
some
all that.
renderings.
It'll be a fantastic. Look,
new is gonna be
anything over Panthersville will look great.
Yeah,
anything.
And honestly, here my goal as a fan would be quality over quantity. Anyway, like you're not gonna pack the place out for
Right.
anyone really. And so like they're not packing out over thousands of people in Panthersville right now. So as long as you make it like a nice experience and you can like encourage more people to come out, and then like you said, David, is like expand in the future as needed with like bleachers are cheap as bleachers, whatever along the sidelines.
You could bring in temporary ones if you had to, but I mean,
yeah, exactly.
The good part for the new park is there's going to be like grass areas where you can just let your kids roam free and run around like crazy head. You know, like you're drinking the beers, the kids are running in the grass, and
yes,
it's a park. It's the same. It's a baseball experience. It's great.
The Hank. It's the Hank.
And they'll be fenced in, which is what you want as a parent, right? You want to keep them in the area occupied. There's grass they can go play in. They can throw a ball around.
Nothing's better than just letting your kid roam free and not worry about them. Like, just don't run into the field. Don't let a ball hit you.
Yeah, don't do that either.
You dumbass.
Can you imagine your kids climbing the fence and getting to the...
My daughter's not in a bit, but my dumbass son, absolutely. He there's a difference, and he is all boy. Best of luck to you, Ryan. Whatever happens in your future, Ryan, best of luck. Because it's a damn different thing.
Well, I'm hoping for a boy. What I'm hoping for is twins.
Ooh. Gonna say.
So I can just knock them out at one time. One boy, one girl.
They frown on you knocking your kids out. I found that out. You do not knock them out. And it doesn't matter how much you say that their black eyes are from pollen. They really do question you.
Even wait. What if they're talking back though?
Completely normal thing. So on the ballpark, have we heard anything yet? I mean, is it the groundbreaking? We're starting to enter the season, right? We're in the season now.
We've got an earthquake in like Dubai or whatever, and an entire like skyscraper falling down to the ground. But we can't take a pickaxe to some asphalt in downtown Atlanta. So I don't know how those two things are related, but they just got into my head. So
I think it was Bangkok, but
is there really a difference?
I mean, you should just know Bangkok because it's funny.
But I will say the comments by the Southern fans made me actually go look up our new ballpark, and I got excited looking at it. It looks nice.
It's very It's gonna be awesome.
Are there actually renderings that are not the same ones they've been showing us for years?
Oh no, it's the 2-year-old stuff.
It's probably not the 2-year-old stuff because the 2-year-old stuff had a softball park next to this
with like a breezeway in between, right?
It's got the breezeway, yes.
Yeah,
that's the like the memorial Hall of Fame for Hank Aaron and everything. Is that
right? At the end of it would be the wall, basically.
The wall,
yeah, in the right field, or is that left field? I don't know.
Left field.
Stage right, stage left. I don't know. Whatever.
Left field. It's the one thing from the batter's perspective.
The one thing that'll be a challenge, David. I just thought about this. If it's a paid event, we won't be able to just go walk out to the car.
Yeah. No, we gotta up our sneaking game.
We'll see how they actually do that. I don't count on Georgia State to actually like
enforce
do a good job.
But they will for us.
Just that one thing. They're gonna be bad at like everything else, and then they're gonna get right though.
Yeah.
We just roll a cooler up to the other side of the fence and then just go over the fence every so often.
Or just like throw things down from the big blue wall.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'll probably just buy some beers.
Are you guys gonna get season tickets for first season?
First
season, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I'll do it. Absolutely, I'm all in. I will buy season tickets.
Well, I guess I'm in. I guess I need to buy my my football ticket still.
I also need to buy my football ticket.
You have to.
I hate it. I encouraged everybody. I was like, "Oh, you have to renew," because they sent a text, and that was such a good job, and I didn't do it.
It didn't do it. Yeah,
I hope other people did.
I did get a missed call. I didn't realize it. I had a missed call, so I got a call from Georgia State.
I also got a phone call and did not pick it up.
I didn't answer mine either. Yeah.
But I need to renew. I need to just do that because they you know what they texted, then they followed up with a phone call. This is all great. This is
We've asked for
awesome.
minimal effort, and that's what we've gotten.
We're
let's just
proving them right by not renewing.
Very standard stuff. They're doing it. They're doing a good job. We should. Whoop.
Oh, you want minimal effort? Is that what you want? Minimal effort. All right. We will give you minimal effort.
Only if we're going up from less than minimal effort. Then
as
I
long
want
as we're
minimal effort.
trending in the right direction.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. One more thing about the new ballpark, by the way.
Yeah.
In the rendering, you can see where the awning is, like an upper rooftop deck, and I am hoping that is a space we can get into.
We'll get there one way or the other, Tim. You know that.
Oh, that's true.
There's a building.
Yeah. There'll be a building behind home plate that
Basically
for like
press box.
the announcers,
probably press box and bathrooms.
Press box, bathrooms, concession stand, but like there, you can see a distinct railing on the roof that looks like it's a space you can.
A little chop shop, a little miniature chop shop.
Yeah, I mean they have a look. They can do whatever they want to, right? If they're smart.
Yeah, they need to have like some kind of. I think I said this before. They need to do something like have hammer time as some kind of thing. The hammer and Hank. Hammer
ever gets hammered.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even think about that. How in my alcoholic mind did I not even connect hammer time as getting hammered at a baseball game?
When I went MC Hammer, I still am like, you can't call it hammer time because that's MC Hammer.
I went there second.
hammered time.
Anyway, enough about baseball. I'm really excited about it though.
Yeah, as well. All right. I guess the other big news we actually should have brought up earlier is when this releases tomorrow. Oh, man, if I get it out tomorrow, if I get it out on Wednesday.
Hello.
Whoa.
Georgia State, speaking of all this kind of crap, Georgia State Day is this Wednesday, April 2nd.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah. Or today, if you listen to this when it comes out.
2 short hours. Yeah.
Today, if you're listening to this.
Right.
It's a good day to renew.
Good day to renew. And apparently McGee posted, Coach AD McGee posted a tweet saying that the GSU Foundation will give $100,000 towards athletics if there's 100 donations to athletics. I don't know if 100 donations of $1 a piece count, but if you get 100 people to donate something to athletics tomorrow, the GSU Foundation will kick in an additional $100,000. So do your part, right?
So who do you have to give this to? To football?
Coach AD McGee.
It says athletics. It says we need 100 gifts to athletics to unleash the challenge. Make a gift today to football. Make a gift today to football to help us reach our goal. But I mean, football. Like obviously, McGee's going to say give it to football, but to athletics, you can give it to any sport or to the general fund.
Here's the thing: Georgia State knows how to fundraise. That's a great scheme. Like you push it out there and you get people to do it and you encourage people to donate in a certain way. And like, I love every bit of it. Nothing in my mind would have me believe that it was anyone other than the GSU Foundation who came up with that and said, "Hey, you can promote it like this."
Yep.
Which sucks, but you know, it's fine. It's a good thing. And donate tomorrow. I think I'm gonna renew tomorrow. That's what I'll do. I'll set a reminder. I'll do my renewal tomorrow and
pack donation, all that.
Yeah, who knows? And if they need $1 to go on that that campaign or whatever, then throw $1.
I think you're able to. Oh, that's PAC though. This is I don't know.
You can donate to PAC for Georgia State athletics on Georgia State Day. I did it last year.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
So you can go on Georgia State Day, do your PAC donation, and you're good to go for the year.
If I'm not mistaken, this is a national thing. Like schools across the nation are all. This is the big fundraising day for schools for whatever reason. I mean, I guess it's like 2 weeks before. I guess that doesn't really matter. It's 2 weeks before taxes are due. It doesn't really matter.
There's a Giving Tuesday too that all the nonprofits do.
Yeah.
So I think it's a Tuesday. Some Tuesday.
All right.
I gotta pee.
Yeah, let's do it. Tim, take us out of here.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening. Consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/State of Atlanta. If you liked what you heard or you didn't, doesn't matter. Donate to us anyway. $5 a month because we don't have any more $3 sponsorships. It's going to get you live stream access to Last Call, discounts on merch, our private group chat, and free booze at tailgates. Thanks for listening. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Peace.